Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another podcast. Be the best at what you do. Be the best at it. You know what? I don't care what your purpose is, your mission, what your vocation is. Work to be the best. Work to master it. I mean, seriously. And look, let's be real with it. There's probably somebody in the world who's way better at what you're doing. I don't care what it is. I don't care what you is. There's probably a better artist, better writer, better plumber, better bricklayer, everything. Okay, fine. That gives you something to work for. See, you want to be the best at what you do and work to be the best because it's really about you, not topping everybody else. It's about you giving the best within yourself. Y'all see how that works? And then as long as somebody is ahead of you, that gives you something to work for. Because a little secret, sometimes if you think you're the best if you think you're the best, but you're not really the best, you get lazy and everything. But if you say, look, I'm going to constantly work at being the best. Boom. That's the path to being a master. And I don't care what it is. Let me be clear on that. A person could be a master at cutting grass. Seriously, as cutting grass, some people might look at it as like, oh, that's low, Rom. I mean, cutting grass, what? No. If you're really great at cutting grass, and I do mean cutting grass, you probably have one of those, a big company. I mean, and not just like a couple of lawnmowers you coming out your garage, but I'm talking about like a big old building. You got multiple contracts for apartment buildings, complexes, government buildings, keeping their grass cut and everything. Otherwise, you could make money, And just to be clear, being the best at something don't mean you're making a lot of money, because depending on what it is, you might not make money for it. Okay, fine. You trying to be the best for yourself. Just the joy of knowing, you know what? I got this one thing I'm great at. Notice I say, I ain't say good at, great at. Every single man need to have at least that one thing he is great at. And you know what it'll take years? It might be a lifetime. Okay, so what? It gives you something to do. It gives you something to do. I remember one time, because when I was young, I was telling a friend of mine, I want global domination. And he didn't laugh at it. He said, hey, yeah, that's a good thing. It gives you something to do. But that's true, though. That's true. And like I said, I don't care. Don't think about it in terms of, oh, let me get this great job or something. I want to be the best at it. And indeed, even when you're working on a job you might not like, you might not be big on, still work to be the best at it. Work to be the best at it, even though it might just be that, part-time job. That's, you working on, just to keep money flowing because you're still working on your main thing. Okay, still work at it. In fact, I would say like this, have that main job, main thing, main purpose, but then everything else, work to be the best at it. Work to be the best. You want to be to the point. I don't care what it is. It could be making sandwiches. It could be making sandwiches. You want to get it so good, people hitting you up and it's like, hey, I tell you what, we're going to pay you $5,000 to teach our people how to make sandwiches. And I do mean sandwiches. I mean, that's how deep it is. Like every single one of y'all, every single man listening to this, and indeed the women listening to this, you got one thing that you're good at, one thing. Master that one thing, at least one thing. Now, if you can master 2 and 3, hey, you doing something. I applaud you. I salute you. But master that one thing. Master that one thing. And see, the process of mastering anything is spiritual. Let me say that. The process of mastering anything is spiritual because you got to get into it. You got to learn it. To truly master something, you have to learn all aspects of it. You have to study it. And it keeps you focused. As a man especially, it keeps you focused on something. And it actually builds your confidence because going through life, you're like, wait a minute, I mastered this. I have at least one thing I can pop my collar about. I know that I'm good at. At least one thing. And that actually leads to confidence in other areas because you think, well, hold up, I mastered this. It shouldn't be a problem mastering that. Indeed, what did I say earlier? Sometimes you might have a part-time job or doing something. It has nothing to do with the main mastery, but you still master that. I've actually done that. When I had other stuff going on, like mastering sales. Now, I'll say I'm very good at sales if I'm selling for other people. Great at it if I'm selling my own stuff. Yeah, I said great. And even there, I was studying it. Like I said, I don't care what it is. There's nothing too small. You could be great. Let me say that again. You could be great at cleaning up something. And people will say, oh, they're just cleaning up. Okay, wait a minute. Stop. Hold up. I know some people who started businesses. In fact, I know a woman. She was like a second mother to me. She got a part-time job just cleaning buildings. All of a sudden, she's running stuff and she's buying land. She's buying fancy cars. It was incredible. She was buying cars and giving them to people. She was making so much money because she was good at it. And you need stuff to be clean. Like if you can, like seriously, let me just stop real quick with something and really emphasize that. Don't look down on anything. Not a single thing. Cutting grass, cleaning, shoot. You could be great at cutting somebody's toenails. And you say, well, no, that's kind of disgusting or whatever. What if they funky? Well, you know what? That's a health thing. And you got some people making money doing that. I don't care what it is. It's nothing too small. But see, like I said, it's not even about the money or even giving something to the entire world. Becoming the best at what you do is for you. So you can feel good about yourself. You can at least say, I can do this. You can get a joy out of doing this. And then that's a process of doing it and not just being satisfied, but what can you do to be better? Indeed, you might be one of those people who bring innovations to a particular area. That helps not thousands of people, but millions of people. We all have our mission, and you have that importance. Don't never look at something like it's too small. I mean, if you think about a lot of stuff that we have in the world, a lot of stuff, it started off small. And look, there's so many things that are creating trillions of dollars. They started off small. So work at being the best at what you do. No apologies. And I don't care. You know what? Somebody try to say something about it, say, I'm good at this. I don't care about what you say. This is my thing. Look them in the eye and say, this is my thing. I want y'all to roll like that, all right? So anyway, be the best at what you do. No excuses. Let's do it. Peace and blessings, y'all.